You also will be starting your turn. Your first roll of the turn for your action, whatever you choose it to be, will get a boost attached to it because you were inspired by Paige.
Yes. Oh man.
I will kindly ask Maddie keep the ghouls away from Willow so she can keep blasting.
Maddie will take this into consideration.
Maddie, smash.
I guess I'll take one and swing at one of the ghouls here.
One directly in front of you.
Yeah.
What are you swinging with?
My whip.
Does it? I believe the whip is short range.
I think so, from what I remember from last time.
Let me look. Let me look. Oh, okay. So instead, I have the quick draw feature, so I will pull out my blessed stake.
All right.
And I will smack him with that.
Go for it.
Let's go.
And that would be 2 purple, I believe, to hit.
Don't forget you do have a maneuver that you can boost yourself up with, too. Or defend yourself.
You have 1 advantage and 3 successes, so you will do 2 bonus damage. How much does the stake do?
The stake does. I just set it up. Blessed short stake. It does 1 damage base. Does its special trait count here, Joe? Where if it's used against vampire and vampire kin, I can swap their pierce and crit values?
Yes. Ghoulites are technically vampire kin. They're very loosely vampire kin, but
yeah.
They're like
And
third
technically
cousins.
it's pierce 5, and I can crit because it's a crit value of 1 in that case.
Hey, go ahead and crit.
Okay.
So roll your D1 hundo,
Roll.
and you ignore all of its toughness. Or not toughness, it's soak. Toughness is a different thing. 43. Oh boy.
I don't know if I have any lethal blows. I do have 1 lethal blow, so 53.
53 gives you a fearsome wound. Let me see. Fearsome wound. Increase the difficulty of all presence and willpower checks by 1 until this critical injury is healed. You've certainly made it ugly. But the benefit here is definitely going to be the damage, which it's the stake is not finessable, unfortunately, because it's not like a death weapon. But you do get to ignore all of its soak, so it's 1 damage plus your brawn plus 2.
My brawn is 2, so 1 damage plus 2 plus 1 damage.
For
so
5 total?
Yeah.
Nice. And I think this one had... Yep. Yeah, so between you and, oh my gosh, Sinclair, it like closes the gap and starts clawing at your whip, and you like quick pull out the stake, and as you are drawing it, you are pressing the stake into its gut, and it goes up through its ribs and pokes it just right through the heart, and it is dead. Where is? Oops. Okay.
I still have
So?
my maneuver.
That you do.
So was that stake just in my hand and my whip in my other hand? Because I
Yeah.
can pull out my. Okay, so I still have my whip out. Does anybody? I'll just give a blue to whoever as a maneuver.
Okay, so you'll use your maneuver to assist whoever
Yeah.
goes next. That's another PC turn. So who's going next?
I just want to go before the ghouls go, because I have a question / idea of something.
Well, if nobody else will take it, I can use the extra blues because my range is not great.
Yep, got 2 blues.
At least with the
We have an
extra
extra
blues,
one
there's
for
a
each
shot
range.
of me getting shit.
Let's go.
So she will kind of take another step up. It kind of very calmly place a hand on Maddie's shoulder and kind of push her aside just a couple inches so that she can reach over with the flamethrower and aim. So that's going to be 3 blues on this.
3 blues, and you're
3
shooting at
blues.
medium or short range?
Shooting at this group over here.
Gotcha. I believe that would be 2 purple.
Alright. Let me see. You have to remember. Haha. Yes. 2, 3, 2 purple. God damn it.
With 3 blues.
I told you I'm not built for combat. I'm trying to do something though, but I still have 2 advantages, so
Mhm.
that should let me pass a blue on to the next person.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Then I think there's one more PC turn.
2.
Oh, can
No, because that's
I take a step
yes,
back to
you're
end my turn? Because I didn't really move.
You can maneuver. You can maneuver backwards.
Yeah, so there should be 2 more PC turns.
Oh yes, the red ring around Piper's name. I was looking at it and I was like, my eyes glossed over it as an NPC color. I use all of the brass rings to denote non-players. But you're right. So we have 2 more player character turns. So the next person will get also 2 blues. Lots of boosts.
Yeah.
Maddie.
Maddie smash.
Just pass the boosts along, guys.
Passing it on. Paying it forward.
Yeah, I was gonna say paying it forward.
So just making sure on this, I can roll through the Great Hammer, right?
Yes, you can. And it should be engaged range.
Okay, so that's 2 purple?
Correct. 2 purple.
And I have 2 blue, correct?
Correct. 2 blue.
Okay, I'm gonna feed
If you
this
want to
cat
use
before
your
it bites my arm off.
If you want to use your maneuver instead of moving to give yourself an additional blue, you can, but you won't be able to move.
No, I think I'm fine.
Okay.
Double checking I don't have anything else to add here. No, not to the rollout.
You have 1 success and 3 advantages to spend,
I also have Berserk going.
which gives you 2 more successes and 2 more advantages and 1 more success. So you will do
Correct.
1 bonus damage, and you will have 5, which I assume is a crit, with 5 advantages. If you want it to be a crit.
I'd like to blast actually with my weapon.
Okay, so the blast for the hammer, it should be blast 1,
Correct.
which will let you. So I will let you decide to not do this, but you will hit everyone in a radius around you.
Oh no, not
Edgar?
Including.
Edgar
including Edgar.
and civilian, maybe.
There's no civilian.
I would.
Is there?
There's a civilian.
On the
very,
steps.
just on the edge right here.
Is this one dead?
That one is not dead. It is afraid, but it is not dead. It's currently being gnawed on by Malik or Malik.
Okay.
She
Give me
moves,
1
like,
second.
one step, a couple steps forward, maybe. Oh wait, no, she is the only one holding up the Eastern Front.
Yeah, don't expect Willow to physically impose herself anywhere.
She's going to blast.
Okay, that's what I like to see. So you swing the hammer up over your head and down onto which of the two are you originally aiming at? Because that does matter.
This. No. This one, actually. This one.
This one? Okay.
Just did
So
like
the hammer-
curl thing.
Hell yeah. So what's the hammer's damage? It'll be the hammer plus your brawn plus 1.
I think that's what the Great Hammer roll. Like that's why it says damage there equals 5.
Damage 4 plus 1 is 5, so it's... Oh, so your brawn then on top of that 5.
Oh, okay.
Because the base damage is what it's adding. I believe the base damage is 4.
Oh, okay. Let me look at it. Base damage. I have to look through it in the inventory thing. 'Cause it's not showing on the page. Great Hammer. Yeah, base damage is 4. And
All
so
right.
add my brawn into that? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, as a melee weapon, you add your brawn or your agility if the weapon is appropriately rated for agility. You will add either your brawn or agility for it. But for the hammer, it's brawn, so you get to add your brawn to whatever the base number is.
Okay, so my brawn is 4.
Yep, so you do 9 damage. And you spend your... And?
Double checking. When you make a strike or grapple check... Wait, no, not frenzied. It was feral strength. Add 1 damage per rank of feral strengths to 1 successful hit. So it'd only be I assume on this guy, but he would take 3 extra damage.
3 extra damage. Okay. So you deal, 5, 9, 12 damage to that one?
Mm-hmm.
And that one I believe you had already hit before. Yes. And then you deal the damage of the hammer as a blast radius 1 all around you. So this one gets hit for 5. And this one, I will let this one get hit for 5 as well, since I'm going to hit Edgar. But this NPC is just outside of the radius enough that I think it's fair to let this one scoot by, because I am nice.
Stumbles.
A pebble shoots past their face. There is a small scratch on their cheek.
You swing the hammer up, and I don't know if you know anything about Gallagher or not, but it is a massive blood spray of the hammer coming down, like you're playing one of those carnival games, and it just blood spray everywhere, and then the hammer glows for a second, and there is a echo of a blast, like a pressure wave that hits everyone around it, and you hear that ghoul get splattered. This one that Malik is currently eating, you hear part of its neck and arm that he's holding onto, kind of chewing on its neck. It just gets buffeted by the blast, and then it sounds like a xylophone being shattered, as most of the bones in its upper body are pulped between you and Malik, and it is dead. This one is very actually it has soak. It's wounded. It's definitely wounded. It's not doing great. Edgar is also wounded. You hear him the fucking rattle of cage of his armor. But you splattered 2 of them. And you have your maneuver.
Yeah, I can move still, right? So how far
Yes.
can I get to this group over here?
I will
Oh,
say
no.
you can close. You can get to either of these squares.
Cool.
Oh, no.
So would this one be okay?
Yes.
Cool. I'll head over there.
Nice. Okay. Then it is the last PC turn before the ghouls get to go.
I would like to go.
Paige, you have the microphone.
All right, Joe. I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
The utility magic.
Yes.
Are you able to do that in combat?
Yeah, you can do any magic spells you would want to do in combat.
Okay.
Utility is
Oh.
just your miscellaneous purpose type of spell.
Okay. So, my original thought leading up to this session was oh, okay, I'm going to use the turn to like buff someone, right? But then I had a thought. Can Paige use her magic to close this door?
Can she use
Just lock
magic
this
to
door,
close?
because she can see this ghoul. It's in her view
Yeah.
range. She can she turns and sees the civilians are all backing away into this direction too, right?
Yeah, they are heading kind of foolishly. That you can see they are heading towards
Yeah.
that door. I'll let you do that. Yeah, you can weird magic shut the door and lock it.
Hell yeah. So I just imagine she would just see this, she's like, oh no, they can't see. Oh shit. Oh, I know. Shut.
Yeah. So roll a weird check with 2 purple.
Okie doke. Sorry, we just used the same system but in Roll20, so I gotta remember how this fucking works again. I gotta click. I click on the roll. Where the fuck? There we go. Oh, 2 purple. And there was no pay it forward blue, and her ability does not give her own blue, right? It's only allies, correct?
Technically, it would. You are an ally to yourself, so I would let it count. But does it stay till the end of the battle, or does it go around until it's your turn again?
For a number of rounds equal to ranks in charm.
Ah, okay. So yeah, then you would have it.
Hey, okay. So fucking, where the fuck did it go? There it is. Sorry, there's so many fucking tabs. It's minimizing. Okay, so I would have 2 purple and then 1 blue from the. She inspired herself. Pep talk.
Yeah. 5 successes.
Shut that fucking door.
Yeah. So with you are worried initially for all of these people because you're not able to fight. So your priority now is trying to make sure people don't make bad decisions. And you turn around and you see a ghoul just peeking out of the darkness, and people are just running headlong into it. You're not sure how they don't see it, but maybe panic has overtaken their mind. So you just you don't even wave your hand. You, as the thought enters your mind, you're like, I need to shut the door. The door slams shut, and you hear a deadbolt like, and it's out. I will.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
It's locked.
Oh, that's fucking cool. Okay. I don't think she has anything that she can do as a maneuver. Actually,
I believe you can maneuver to try and assist someone.
well, yeah,
if you want to do that.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I know I joked about it before, but could Paige, when she ran away from Pierre, have handed him her gun?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so he has a gun, and she's gonna use her maneuver to assist the next ally.
Gotcha. So you're throwing him or whoever the next ally an assist. Cool. So I'll make a note of that. That's going to be another blue on top of the inspired blue. So we're back up to 2 blues. Then it's going to be I believe that's the last PC turn? Or is there one more? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
We just have to
so it's
wait for
ghoul
the
turn.
sister to go after the ghouls.
So, this ghoul is frightened of your symbol. It is going to run. Or rather, it's not going to run, but it's going to avoid being near you. And it's going to go for this civilian. And we'll see. Yes, you can recover 1 strain. We shall see if Malik is going to interpose himself and apply some or some setbacks to the school's hit. All right. So it's currently like this ghoul, because it is both afraid and also running to a target that is near Malik. As it runs up, Malik reaches a hand, like his now freed hand, back and just grabs it by like around the collarbone area, and he's holding it, like sinking his claws into its front to keep it from grabbing at this person. And it totally misses, but Malik is now going to be kind of stuck with dealing with the school. This one is going for you. This one is going here. This one's going here. I'm going to move them all into position because they're not going to aim. They're more invested in trying to attack people.
Damn it.
Here. Here. This one is actually going to run because it is afraid.
Coward.
And this last one, can it make it? I was charitable to you guys. I will be charitable to myself. It's going to run and scurry up and around the wall so it can surround Maddie.
Oh, it just fucking jumps and onto the wall, like fucking wall runs for a second.
They are vampire kin, so they have a very, very good climbing ability, like a natural spectral climb. So as it walks forward, it does that like ring girl climb on the wall where it's rather than climbing, it's more skittering. It's very
Ew.
clickety and gross as you hear its nails against the stone. We're going to resolve these 2 attacks up here for Vincent first. Vincent is used to this sort of thing, as any good hunter. Okay. Then this ghoul is going to attack.
Don't forget any of the
And it's going
defense that
Better.
these characters might have.
Yes. The defenses actually saved. Actually no, they didn't do anything. Both of those defenses came up blank, but we'll see if this one hits. Lots of dice. So these ghouls are now carrying Vincent. He has one hand outstretched with his like a long knife slash saber, and then his other hand is just claws bared, kind of holding it at bay. And he's kind of, it looks like the sort of pose you get when you hold a door open, where you're kind of hand on one end and hand on the other, but he is extending a knife to keep the ghoul from attacking him. And he's struggling a little bit, but they're not able to really close the distance and get on top of him. And now for the fun part. They're going to gang up on you, Maddie. What is your defense? If you have any.
It is defense 2.
Okay.
And they all get a success on me.
Okay, so that one No failures, no threats, but it does get the 1 success. And where is the... Here we go. Improve the next check. The same? Okay, fine. We're just gonna... It's just gonna keep boosting the next person's check because it got 2 advantages twice in a row. Got 2 more attacks. Oh, I forgot they auto-generate a success because you're raging.
That's what I was saying.
Or berserk. Yeah, I forgot. That would make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Oh shit. Okay, so Maddie, what is your soak?
6.
Bruh.
All right. So the 2 right here. Actually, so this one and this one, they are both like rushing up to you, and you like when you roll up there with your hammer, you hold the hammer out, and they both crash into it, and you're kind of holding it, barring them from getting on top of you. But they're clawing and scraping and snarling at you like fucking mad rabid animals, and they get a couple of scratches and nicks, and you take 1 damage from them because they only have 1 piercing. So you take 1 from him and 1 from the other.
So total 2.
Total 2. This one actually managed to get a little bit more of a success. So he does... Wait. Is his attack? He still does only 1 damage. Never mind. He rolled a success, but that puts his damage up to enough to actually like meet your soak. But that's fine. Then this last one actually managed to get a triumph.
Oh.
So it will do 3 damage to you. And yes, so this last one at the very back, as that skittered up on the wall, it slid down off the wall, got behind you, and it bit and latched itself onto your ankle. And you are immobile. You cannot move from the spot.
Okay.
So y'all just see Maddie get descended upon by ghoulites. You can still see her because the ghoulites aren't that tall. They're kind of gremlin-sized. I say they're gremlin-sized. They're 4 feet. They are 4 feet tall.
That's pretty big.
It's legacy-sized.
Fuck off.
Mage-sized.
But those ghoulites are surrounding Maddie. There's going to be some ghouls that are... This one is not going to run in. It is smart enough to see things are not going the way it wants, so it's going to rush further into the house. I'm going to move some of these other ghouls. How far is that? 10, 15. Move this one, move this one, move this one. This one is going to go back in here. This one's going here. This needs to be invisible. And this one that got hurt is going to skitter away. At this door that was locked, you hear smashing and crashing and just insane knocking. There are 2 ghouls behind it that are just trying to break the door down. desperately trying to get out because they want to eat.
Hopefully the
Oh, I
civilians
didn't roll this
can
one's attack.
hear that shit, right?
They're very hungry. Yes, and the people here are panicking because they suddenly see the door is shut. They're like, "We're trapped! Oh god, we're trapped!" And then immediately hear the rattling, banging, and clawing at the door, and it is just a horrible, horrible nightmare sound because they are trapped between more or less
Ghouls they
what
can
is
see,
scary
ghouls
down
they
here.
can't see.
Mm-hmm. This person, in a nothing short of a miracle, this person is running away, and a ghoul runs up next to them to try and swipe at them. And as it swipes, this dude trips over his shoelaces, and it just barely whiffs. He is on the ground prone, but he did not get hurt at all. This one is going up here. This one is coming up here. This person might not make it out, but we'll see. We're gonna see. Oops. Yeah. So this person, having tripped, is now face to face with they can only see for a half second from this person's knees up, as just the sounds of ripping and tearing as their friend that they were fleeing with is gored and killed horribly and unfortunately.
Oh boy.
How did I do those little symbols? There it is. Dead. Then it will be PC turn. That's going to be you, Cody.
You get a blue.
All right. So a blue sister is going to pull out a stake and get close enough with the maneuver, I guess, to this one and try to stake it.
Give him a good old ribeye.
2
Is
purple.
it a maneuver to move, or could you stay in your range band?
It's a maneuver to move between range bands.
So didn't I just go from short to engaged?
Technically,
yes.
Okay.
I'm glad that we said the exact same thing. Technically, yes.
But you will get 2 blue on this check.
Okay. Oh wait, what? That can't be right. It's trying to roll with 4, but I definitely don't have.
Remember, you can left and right click to add die and remove die on the roller.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just don't know why it's saying it says ability 4. But okay. 2 purple?
Yes, 2 purple. 1 success, 4 advantage, and because it is a blessed wooden stake, it is a critical 1 pierce 5. So technically you could make this thing roll with plus 40 crit or something. Wait, advantage. So it'd be on the crit table plus 30.
Okay. Let's do it.
If you want to. All right. So, actually, before you roll, I have this cool thing that I made. Damn.
All I see are question marks.
Yeah, it's censored.
Oh no! Oh, I can't reveal. Oh, I can reveal. Look. Look.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
So I have a macro on here. I don't know if I can make it accessible to you all, but I have a macro that rolls on the crit table and pulls the correct corresponding critical injury. So you have temporarily disabled that ghoul. It is immobilized and cannot move as you walk up with the stake, and because it's kind of awkwardly held and biting and kind of stuck to Malik, you reach out with the stake and just stab at it, and you catch it partially in the leg, but because it is blessed, it's like immediately like a hot iron coal, like just searing onto its skin, and smoke and the burning of its foot just causes its ankle to like crumple almost. It takes 2 damage. These do not have a lot of wounds. They just have a good bit of soak.
Mhm.
And she will cross her heart.
Perfect. It's going to be Vincent's turn, and the other NPCs. We'll do Malik first, because Malik is pissed and is going to eat this thing's head.
The more and more imagery you give me of Malik, the more and more concerned I am.
Yeah.
Malik right now is more fearsome, or as fearsome as these Ghoulites. Like, he is his shoulder blades are slightly uneven as he has transformed, and his jaw has a snake-like a appearance to it, where he is able to unhinge his jaw to reveal more serrated teeth. Which, with his roll, that is actually like super good. He like widens his stance a bit, and like Sister Agneta, you're watching this Ghoulite as it's lifted like 3 or 4 feet into the air, and Malik is able to bodily grab its whole head in his mouth, and you hear like the shrieking of the ghoul go from like, and then, and it just goes limp.
Bye.
And he is like, he doesn't eat it, mind you, which I think is kind of worse for you, Sister Agneta, because as he chomps the head and it goes limp, he opens his mouth and then just ghoul crunch gore falls out, splashes onto the ground, and he is primed for the next one, but he had to use his maneuver to give himself an extra boost there.
I imagine that civilian that's already terrified beside him is like unconscious now.
About the face.
I don't know if I have enough bleach to get this out.
This person is like, they can't move. They are petrified to death. But it is a gruesome sight. I'm actually, now that you remind me, the severity and gruesomeness of this image, I think I'm going to make Edgar roll a fear check. Because Edgar's not used to this shit. Edgar hasn't seen this level of nonsense before. This is horrific to him. But he is very well disciplined. So we'll see.
Come on, Edgar.
He apparently didn't do good by that sound.
Nope.
Oh no.
Edgar watches that happen, and he is like awestruck and drops his sword. He would drop his shield too, but it is attached to his arm.
He's just like, what the fuck are you doing? You need that.
Ingrid will go next. She like takes a step over. She is going to grab the sword and shove it back in his hands, and then slap him across the face and be like, I need you to focus. And she is going to point her gun across the way and take a shot.
Get your head in the game. Gotta get your head in the game.
Even with the setback, she managed to hit. So she looks long downrange. She sees Maddie, isn't really that concerned, but she is looking downrange at Vincent, who is kind of awkwardly grappling with 2 of them. Yeah, it's too late for me to change. I was gonna say she might actually shoot here, but she assumes those people are probably dead. So she's shooting this one. And that is going to be... This one got pounced on by Vincent earlier. Yeah, so she walks up, hands him his sword, then kicks her rifle up to shoot. And after like a half-second breath where she inhales and exhales with the pull of the trigger, there's like a deafening crack of fire, and this ghoul's head is just vanished. pulped. And then Vincent is able to turn his full attention onto this one. So it'll make him... He is going to roll with his dagger. He is, unfortunately, like, as that shot range, like, lets free his open hand, he brings the dagger around and stabs it into the ghoul, like, but the ghoul is blocking with its hand, so the dagger just goes straight through it, and it is like this stalemate of them arm in arm locked together. That is going to be everyone but Edgar, who I will give one more attempt on his discipline, and he will get a slight boost. And
Pierre and Electra's friend.
oh, I forgot that Pierre has a gun, and yes, Sinclair
Yeah.
will probably be able to save.
Mm-hmm. Pierre was
Edgar-
Paige pulled her out of her hat.
Edgar is still freaked out. He is not petrified. He is able to move. He is going to run over here to try and harry the ghoul, but he is not going to be able to do anything else. Sinclair is going to loose a shot at this ghoul with his pistol. And he will aim first. And as he is aiming, he lets a shot loose, and it goes a little bit close to Vincent. A little too close, but does not hit. And he is just grumbling under his breath, just like, God's sake. But luckily, we have Pierre, who has no ranks in ranged light.
Nope. Look, she gave
But
him
he is-
something.
You did. And you know what? He does get a boost because you are his sister. He's gonna try and shoot the one that Pierre just tried to shoot, or that Sinclair just tried to shoot at. Holy shit! He shakily holding the hand with holding the pistol with two hands is like, oh boy, oh no, and he like almost like yelps a little bit as he pulls the trigger, and there is a bang from right behind you, Paige, as he does hit the ghoul. It doesn't kill it, but it hits it in the gut. And he is going
Beginner's
to
luck.
kick a blue. It is so much luck. He is going to kick a blue to the next person to go, and that will be the civilians, who they are all still piling back in this area to the best of their ability,
Oh no.
but none of them are getting too close to the door. One of them in front of the door is like not sure whether they should try to open it, but the others are just back in this area because they don't know where else to go.
Why the fuck would they open the door that has snarling and shit?
This one here is. I'm gonna make a roll to see if it can resist being scared shitless as it is, or as they are. It's still afraid, but this guy's gonna stand up, and he's going to take a step back behind Edgar, and he is unintentionally kind of bumping into you, Willow. This dude who is just freaked out and covered in blood that is not his own.
Willow looks thoroughly unimpressed, and just like the person bumps into her, and she just like brushes his arm to the side, vaguely in the direction of the group.
Then that will be top of the round. PC.
Do we still have your blues from Paige?
Nope, that was the second round. However, I can do the check again and try to do that again.
Oh.
Go for it. give everyone the free blue boost all the way around the horn.
Mm-hmm. I can do
Mhm.
that. So it'd be rolling charm. I also have a quick question for you, Joe.
Yes.
So one of the talents Paige has is choose a smooth talker. Choose one skill, which I chose charm.
Mhm.
When making checks, spend I think attached threat to get an additional success and ranks equal to smooth talker. Would that trigger with using rolling charm for inspiring rhetoric?
I will say, because inspiring rhetoric has already been changed to be charm to facilitate like the build, I won't let it double up. That way you're not able to like pile in everything to one skill, if that's fair to you.
Okie doke. Just thought I would ask.
Yeah.
So we have how many purple?
I think
Was
it's a
it?
hard
It says average 2.
average. Yeah, so 2 purple.
2 purple. I keep on losing the thingy. Roll. Could I do
That
what we did
is
before?
3
and-
successes.
Yeah, could I do what we did before and spend strain to increase the range?
I
Or was that a
if
one-time thing?
I will let you do so in the future, but I would for the future rounds clarify that you will do that before you roll, if that's okay.
Oh shit! Sorry.
No, you're
In
good.
my bed.
But I will say that you're able to extend the range at the cost of strain.
Mhm.
I can't remember if I had said that it was 2 strain per band or something. I don't know.
I think I had 2 strain before I used the advantage to heal 1, so I think that was it. Yeah.
Gotcha. So then two range or a 2 strain per range increment you want to increase it by.
Okie doke.
So if you wanted to increase it to get
6.
everyone like here, you would not be able to get Maddie, but you could get everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you wanted to take 4 strain.
Okay. It says everyone within close range. So, well, not everyone. Each, you know what I mean. Spend advantage to cause 1 affected ally to recover 1 additional. So, what exactly is close range?
Close range, I am considering engaged.
So, wait, is it engaged or close range?
Same thing.
Same thing. It says close range because close in this case can be a different measure based on the setting. But for this current purpose, I'm saying it is only people within this area around you.
Okay, so okay, so we have 3 successes. So I guess
You have 3 successes and 2 advantage.
that's true. But I don't think anyone lost strain to recover. Well, if they did, they'd be getting it anyway.
I don't believe so. Yes, I believe that
Yeah.
the only one who's experienced any strain loss would be you, technically.
Okay, so it would be those 3 then: Pierre, Sister Agneta, and I forgot her name, but the badass lady.
Ingrid.
Ingrid, that's her name. So they get the blues.
Did you want to pay 2 strain to increase it to the range band by 1 though? Because then you could get out everyone but Maddie.
But you just said I couldn't.
I thought I said you could if you paid 2 strain, but just for the future, remind me that you do that before.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can just, and next time when you want to do that, let me know before you roll. But this time is okay.
Okay, I thought you said no because I didn't declare it and to do that next time.
The next time that you say, I want to extend the range, if you have rolled, I will
I
tell
got
you.
you. I didn't know you were allowing it this time. Okay, so yeah, so it'd be what, 2? She said 2 strain?
Yes.
To exchange it
2
by
strain.
1. So 3.
Correct.
And
And
I
then
could...
you're going to hit everyone who's immediately around you, which is engaged,
Mhm.
and then everyone who is up to 30 feet from you, which is short range, which you'll hit basically you'll hit every player character except Maddie.
Yeah, cool. However, the ability is not that strong. Each success, 1 ally within close range, so I can only pick 3. So I
You can pick anyone from this range, anyone who is in the circle.
Okay. So I'd like to pick the PCs in range, please.
Gotcha. Okay, so PCs, you all get a blue, except Maddie.
Yeah, PCs in range. Sorry, Maddie,
Right
you
back.
went off. You left the group.
Hmm.
So Willow,
Maddie's off
Caesarina,
in a
and
fucking
Electra
brawl.
each get a blue.
All right. And if that's your turn, then we'll go to the next PC turn. Or wait, you have a maneuver still.
You
Sorry.
Yeah,
She also has advantages too.
yeah. I was gonna say, like, hold on a second.
You're right. Sorry.
I'd like use. Fuck it. Can I just like use maneuver to assist?
Yeah.
And then
Your assist will go to the next immediate person.
yeah, next immediate person. And then I have how many advantages? 2? I'd like to recover strain with those.
I will say that. Are you recovering strain? Recover. Oh yes, as a result of
The advantages.
making the advantages not according to the ability. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Cool. Next person goes gets 2 blues from Paige. Everyone else, or except Maddie, gets 1.
I will go help
I-
Maddie out, unless you want to go right now, Urs.
I'd like to take that blue since I'm kind of
Okay,
surrounded
go
right
ahead.
now.
2 blues.
Yeah.
Or 1 blue, actually.
Yeah,
Next
it's 1
person.
blue.
You get 1 blue.
So-
You're gonna
Since I-
need those successes.
Yeah,
Yep.
everyone else has a blue already. If that's okay
Okay,
with you
go ahead.
guys.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Okay. Great hammer. 2 purple. I'm assuming still.
Correct.
I can take the aim maneuver, right?
Correct. That would give you a 3rd boost.
3rd? I thought it was only 2nd.
No, because you are being assisted by Maddie, and you have the. Oh wait, you're right. You weren't in the
Yeah.
aura. That is your
Yeah,
your
yeah.
second blue.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and you cannot move from this spot, so
Exactly.
you're rooted.
It's fine. I'm not going anywhere. Might as well aim.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
No.
Oof.
That
You
makes
have-
me sad.
4 advantages, so you can assist the next character. But unfortunately, you're like these ghouls, as they're all surrounding you. You're trying to swing your hammer, and every time you start to get the wind up, a ghoul will latch onto part of it and start to screw up your swing, and you are just kind of fending them off. You're not taking any damage, but you are definitely having an issue with getting the hammer to cooperate.
Little too surrounded.
Mhm.
Can I can increase my defense, can't I? With the advantages?
With your advantages, you can increase.
yeah.
You can add a black 3. Does 3 do that? Gain 1 melee or range defense. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll give myself some melee defense.
And then you
All
still
right,
have 1
so-
to use.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the last one, I'll give a blue to the next person.
Okay.
I'll come back you up, Maddie. So I'd like to move within my band.
So you want to move
like
to
here? That's
yeah,
within my
move
band,
about
right?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you maneuver over there, and then you can whip at basically any of those 4 ghouls.
I'm going to take a maneuver to aim, and then I'm going to do the sweep maneuver to increase the difficulty by 1.
You have to use your maneuver to actually move over there.
I thought if you moved within your band, you didn't have to use a maneuver.
Because you're changing range bands because you're from here. You want to target these ghouls. They are currently over short range because they're more than 30 feet away. So if you want to move them into short range, you will have to close that gap by using a maneuver.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I'm still gonna do the thing.
So so as for your consideration, there is an optional rule that you can take 2 strain to get an additional maneuver on your turn.
Yeah, that's fine.
I will say that, yeah, if you are okay with doing that, but I will say, if you lose the strain on this turn, you can't recover it from unless someone has an ability that would do so.
So I can't use advantages to do it.
You
if I get advantages.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how to balance that. I'll let you do it this time, and we'll see. And I'll let your advantages count for healing strain.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to increase the difficulty by 1 to do a sweep attack.
Gotcha. And a sweep lets you hit. How does sweep work?
It hit additional targets.
Gotcha. So that would be a difficulty of 1 black die, or no. So that would be a 3 difficulty.
Yeah, 3 purple.
Yeah, 3 purple.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be 2 purple or 1 purple and a red.
Oh, you're right. That's the increase of difficulty.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it
It
is?
just doesn't add a new die.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you for that. I did not know that. So that would be 1 purple and 1 red plus your 3 blue.
Wait, so
because you are aiming as well.
Okay, so say that again, but slower.
Yes. So 1 purple, 1 red, 3 blue.
Why is my difficulty going up? No, I wanted to go down.
Or 2.
Right click is remove die.
Right
Left
click
is
okay.
add die. Yeah.
Okay. 1 purple, 1 red. Okay.
So still 4 successes, 2 advantages, and a triumph. So you are fucking lighting shit up.
And because it's a superior whip, I gain an additional advantage and additional damage.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend 2 of those advantages to hit an additional target.
So you're hitting what, like these 2?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And the damage for my whip is 5 base. So it would be 8 base. Right? Is that how it works? 5
it's
plus the additional successes, right? Am I calculating that
yes,
right?
yeah. It's the base damage plus your agility plus the successes.
Okay.
Or
with my triumph, I will upgrade the greens of the next ally check. Because I have a triumph, and then I'll just heal a strain with my one. Okay, so
gotcha.
That's me.
So let me make sure. That's 4 successes, which gives you 3 bonus damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And the whip's base damage is 1 plus your dexterity. Or not dexterity.
Agility.
Oh my god, agility.
Yeah, so 5, so 8 total.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
That's what I
so
meant.
8 total.
And it is sanctified, which I believe
yes,
did that.
It will get through some of their soak. So these 2 are whipped for 8. They have soak 4. Then, yeah. So you like spin your whip in this big like circular motion and strike out on both of them, and you just hear the whip crack. It sounds like a gunshot at first, but it's got the kind of quality to it. And both of them have these like seared black whip marks across their back. They are very, very badly wounded, but not quite dead, but on their last legs. So that's 1, 2. Next PC turn.
Trying to understand the magic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Easy check. So would I be rolling weird for this?
Yeah, it's weird for everything. It's what you're rolling and what the
Yes.
ranks are based in.
Okay. So then, like, let's just say, looking at, like, the effects where I can upgrade difficulty for, in exchange for things. So, like, under the attack, blast, rating equal to your character's rank in knowledge?
I will say that will be your ranks.
In weird?
Yeah, it would technically be ranks in weird, because I had imagined this to be all based around weird. Hopefully that doesn't break it. We'll see. But yeah, it's weird for now.
Okay. Because I was like, if it's like knowledge, then there's a whole bunch of knowledge skills. And then you have to just figure out which. Okay, that makes more sense. Electra's helping Maddie. Maddie will be fine. So, Willow will step forward and just kind of brush past this scared civilian, also seeing fucking Edgar, whatever his name is, scared, just muttering to herself about the panicked citizenry behind the walls of the city, and will continue to look like she is fiddling with her flame sprayer to get it set up again. But will attempt an attack on this one further in. Should be short range still, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I will use... Can I use aim on my magic?
I think that I will allow that, because you can technically aim with a melee weapon, so I don't see why you can't aim with magic since you're technically going to be shooting something in a weird way. Haha.
She fucking like dials in one for fucking like goggles. Little lens.
And I'm still trying to figure this one out. Give me a second. Learning this shit. Blast. Okay, so I'll upgrade, or I'll add a difficulty die to try and get a blast effect on it. So that should be 2 purple then, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And one of your purples is upgraded for this, because I spent the triumph on that.
Yes.
Wait a second, what? Are one of my greens upgraded?
Yeah, because a triumph was rolled.
Okay. So it's this. We're gonna take my green away, so I'm rolling 3 yellows. 2 purples. Aim, and then I get a blue from Paige, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
A blue from Paige.
Okay.
She helps.
God damn it. I'm just not gonna do anything in fights anymore. I have not hit a single time.
That is absurd. That is the most cursed dice shit.
I
Just
don't
for
think
the
I've rolled a success at all in Second Foundry.
I want you roll that exact dice pool one more time. I am going to give you a pity reroll because 3 yellows and 2 purple is fucking dumb.
And 2 blues
That-
too. It's bullshit.
That is a absurd amount of unluck that has befallen you. That is what I would have expected.
See, those are all the successes you've been missing this entire combat.
Right?
All of
But now
one.
you'll get none
I
the
will-
rest of the game.
Yeah.
I will just this once. I am DM fiating, allowing you to keep the reroll as a freebie because I think that is just fucking insane. That is like more absurd than rolling 2 nat ones. I haven't done the math. Don't nobody get mad at me for not doing the math.
Okay, so let me double check this. Weird is technically attached to willpower.
Correct.
So that's 3 plus 6, so that's 9 damage. And it has the blast quality. So that is, let me double check the wording of this one.
Blast. So
It will
blast
hit the
takes
one beside
different
it.
shapes. Yeah. But it's the blast quality is equal to your ranks, right? So your blast is going to be blast
2.
2. Okay. So yeah, it'll hit the one next to it. You're right. But with 7 successes on top of it,
Damage
how much
equal
damage
to
is
the weapon's
that?
blast rating plus an additional wound per success as usual. So the one that I actually hit gets 9. The one that is beside it will get 7.
Gotcha. And so is that only? But I feel like you're short on damage though, because wouldn't it be it's willpower plus your plus the successes, right? Is your willpower 2?
My willpower is 3. 3 plus additional successes past 1.
Oh, you're right. Okay, I'm crazy.
And then I
Never
have
mind.
ranks in weird. I only have 2 ranks in weird. So for the blast quality, with how I'm understanding the wording of it, it's going off the ranks and not my willpower, which is why it's less.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So this one gets hit with 9. This one gets hit with 7 of. And how are you flavoring this as like a billow of fire that comes out of your flame thing that isn't actually fire, or?
No, because
does your
she's
weird
trying
manifest?
very hard to not be associated with it still. So she's fiddling with her flame sprayer like it is malfunctioning, like the cartridge is not fitting the way she is needing it to fit in order to actually use it. But she is stepping a little closer and will kind of stare, and you can kind of see her tilt her head and angle, so she's looking through the colored lenses of her goggles at these things, and the one she is aiming at initially, thorny vines just start growing out of it to start damaging it and wrapping around the one beside it and just like crushing down.
Yeah, so this one is like, as it's trying to lap up some of the spare gore from the person they killed, it like stops for a second and starts to convulse, and thorns just start breaching the surface of its skin as though a thorn briar patch has started to grow inside of its body. And from its core, these brambles grow out. And this is not like hard. This is not easy to ignore because the ghoul is shrieking in a horrified way as it is torn apart from the inside, and the adjacent ghoul is grabbed onto by brambles as though they are living things, and these brambles like stick and grab onto it, wrapping around it in a vine-like manner and starting to sink into that ghoul to hijack it. So this ghoul is dead, and this one is wounded. We have... Here, I'll mark them as wounded. One and two, and this other one over here. Yes, but it's... As you do that, there is like a little tingle of pleasure in the back of your mind, almost like gleeful, not at the carnage, but at the sight of rampant growth that has taken place. And I think that's all 4 PCs
Yes.
for this turn so far.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn? Or you maneuver aimed?
Yeah, I maneuvered aimed. So and
Gotcha.
because that one is dead, she's not going to backstep again. So she's just gonna stay there.
Okay. Okay. Then
Wait, did everyone go?
There's still another PC
Uh,
turn after the ghouls, which would be Cody's character, Sister Agneta.
yes. Yeah, it's the 4 PC turns and then Ghoul
Did
PC
Paige
and
go this
PC.
turn?
Page boosted.
Paige went first.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
Paige,
No, you're
Maddie,
right.
Electra, Willow.
Mm-hmm. So ghouls are going. This one is going to try to run because it's seeing things go tits up. And it is currently stuck on Vincent, though, so it's going to attempt to break free. So it starts yanking from Vincent, and Vincent like grabs and gets this like evil grin on his face and squeezes his hand, and the dagger twists the dagger in his opposite hand. This ghoul, like a trapped coyote, yanks until it is free and tears part of its hand to get itself off, and it is going to flee. Can't quite move that far, but it'll get in here. This ghoul is gonna run. Oh wait, no, these are inside. Whoops. Inside-y ghouls don't go first. These 2 that are wounded are gonna run. This one is going to run out here. This one that's skittering is still attached to you, Maddie, but this other one is going to try and run down this way. And it's kind of running into a block as the ghouls are starting to cram into the hall. Inside ghouls now.
These fuckers.
We're...
Yeah, you didn't think I would pack monsters that are cowards?
We're gonna have to go on a fucking rat hunt, is what we're about to have to do.
Gonna make me chase after him.
Oh no.
Yep.
Rat hunt, knowing that
And
my weapon is a flame sprayer. I can't use it inside.
It's not like I want you to use magic. That's the ghoul's turn. Oh wait, they can maneuver to move twice. What I'm fucking doing. These ones will move a little bit further,
Stop running.
but that is about it.
Yeah, you
Stay where
can
we
swap
can
your
see you.
action to a maneuver to move further.
Yep. And the rest of them that are even remotely near here are dead. So, Sister Agneta, you're watching these ghouls just like seeing things turn the way they have, with multiple of their brethren wounded or just outright killed in not like easy to look at manners. This is hard to watch if you're a normal person. Imagine being the thing that's going to get smashed next. So these ghouls are fucking bailing. They have vacated the fucking scene. You can still hear them snarling and sniffling. The bashing at the door back here has stopped.
Is it my turn? Sorry.
It is yes, sorry. It is your turn. You are free to act. There are still some ghouls in this far distant corner way down here that are still like relatively like I guess accessible. The only other
Sorry.
areas that I think you saw ghouls were probably like these side areas.
I am reloading weird. My laptop was overheating.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh no. There's
It's
also
okay.
the one that's has latched on to Maddie, and I don't know if Maddie is trapped with it or if it's trapped with Maddie.
It definitely the second one, because it is oh, the rest of its crew has abandoned it, so it definitely is trapped with Maddie. But it is chewing on her ankle like it is going to make a difference in the world.
I
It's
really
about to
want
get its
her.
head stomped.
Yeah, I really want her to like lift up her foot and just fucking kick it off into the wall.
2 purple to hit it.
2 purple to hit. Stab it with the stake.
And do I have blue?
You do have a blue. Hey! So this one, having been one of the fortunate of the 4 ghouls that were surrounding Maddie to not get whipped and slashed, you rear down and actually roll. I'll roll if you don't mind rolling a single blue, because I think you deserve a boost for the fact that this thing is basically prone on the ground.
Me? Roll just an additional blue?
Yes. Yeah. So roll if you go to your like click on any skill and roll it, you can add and subtract dice
Mhm.
until you get a single blue.
Oh, you already got the blue page, right? Oh yeah, you did.
Well, and you can also just click the little dice thing beside public roll, and that just pulls up the
Okay.
empty dice roller.
Oh shit, cool.
Nice. Okay. So with 2 successes, you manage to like rear back with the stake and plunge the stake in for 3 damage plus your brawn, which
2.
that is 5 damage. So you stake it and make a very severe hole in its like lower back area,